Left 4 Dead 2 is a great game with an even greater firearm roster. These weapons have spanned through many campaigns, serving as a friend that you can rely on because your teammate, or I guess AI partner if you have no friends, sucks at this game.
I know. Oh my god, I can't get in. Let me in. Let us in.
Get in,
Come on.
get in, bro. Get in.
Come on, get through the door, please.
Get in.
Nice! But which weapons are good? Which weapons are terrible? Which weapons want me to make me gouge my eyes out? Well, that's what this video is for. But first we need the criteria for this ranking. First is fun factor. The weapon has to be fun in order for the player to pick it up. If not, then it will probably be lower on this list. Second, the weapon has to be practical. Upgrades down the line in the campaigns like laser sights will be critical for a high score in this ranking. Third, no melee weapons. We might make an update video in the future, but I don't feel like doing them because this video would be way too long. Plus I'm kinda lazy. Lastly, I'm only going to be taking campaign modes into account. I'd love to do versus eventually, but I don't have the knowledge to talk about that because I rarely play versus mode in Left 4 Dead 2. Also, disclaimer, I shouldn't have to say this, but this list is my opinion. If you don't know the definition of that, please go Google it. Also, if you're new here, welcome. I'm your other comfort YouTuber that's just trying to entertain you with stuff that I care about, which is basically just games that run on the Source engine. Other than that, let's get started with the ranking. Hey there, I got a question for you. Do you like Discord? Do you want to talk to me because you're a basement snob and have nothing to do? Well, come join my Discord server. We have channels to discuss stuff, a bunch of stupid emojis, and even a memes channel. Go join the Discord now. Okay, but seriously, let's get into the actual video. First up is what I call the basement tier. Before I say the first weapon in this game, I personally think there is no too bad weapon in this game. All weapons at least have a practicality score of at least 5 out of 10. Anyway, first up we have the pistols. This is the worst weapon in the game, but the pistols aren't bad for a starter weapon. It's good to conserve ammo, it has high damage per bullet, and overall it's a good starter weapon. But literally anything is better than this. At number 18 we have the AWP. Well, this gun is also in the game where I get called a racial slur in Russian because I didn't drop the AK when I didn't have enough money. I personally hate this weapon in Left 4 Dead 2. Snipers are automatically my least favorite in this game because of the slow fire rate they all have. And what's even worse is that you have to cock the gun back every time you shoot, resulting in an even worse fire rate. Although it does have high damage, so that's kinda why it's not the worst in this game. At number 17 we have the Scout Sniper. It's pretty much the same as the AWP, although I will mention there's not really much upgrades to make these guns better. I mean, you could put stuff on it like fire rounds, but why would you do that when you could put it on an assault rifle? These upgrades don't really have effect on this weapon class. At number 16 I have the hunting rifle. Pretty good weapon. I just don't really like using snipers in this game. However, it is semi-automatic and benefits more from something like explosive rounds, although not by much. Good for taking out tanks though if you have those. At number 15 as well, the sniper rifle. This is in my opinion the best sniper in this game. It has the most ammo and overall I have more fun with it. Even if it's just outclassed by everything else above on this list. Overall, the snipers in this game suffer from poor fire rate and lack of upgrade potential with the upgrades you find in campaigns. The list will get better though over time, I swear. Now we're on the first floor. This section is for weapons that are good in most situations, but aren't going to carry you through higher difficulties. Starting off at number 14, we have the submachine gun. It's pretty reliable, has surprisingly good range, and overall isn't bad. There's just better options out there. Like the silenced submachine gun. This is a great weapon for clearing common infected. It has worse range than the Uzi, but it has more damage and a faster fire rate. Put a laser sight on this weapon and it's super effective in most case scenarios on lower difficulties. Not the best, but it works. Next is the MP5. This weapon's probably the best automatic tier 1 SMG in the game. Fast fire rate, solid damage, and a laser sight makes this weapon even more effective. But I mean, come on, why would you use a laser sight on a tier 1 weapon when you can put it on something much better? At number 11 we have the pump shotgun. Despite the name of the shotgun reminding me of the game that has collaborated with literally just about everything, this weapon's alright. There are better options out there, but this is a good weapon. Like the chrome shotgun. This weapon's great. While it doesn't benefit from the upgrades like explosive ammo or laser sights, it has the best fun factor to me out of the tier 1 weapons. Plus, who on dad's green ass is gonna keep a tier 1 weapon to use upgrades? Who? Number 9, we have the SG-552 followed by the M16. These weapons are basically interchangeable due to them sharing the same stats, but I prefer the SG due to the scope. But these weapons are the most well-rounded in this game to me. At number 7, we have the grenade launcher. This weapon's really good, but I always kill myself with it by complete accident, and also this thing reloads slower than your mom and dad. Welcome to what I would call heaven. This is where Left 4 Dead 2's best weapons go. You can use these on any campaign, on any difficulty. Except Dark Carnival, that one's just fucking annoying as hell. At number 6, we have the AK-47. This weapon's good, but this thing kicks hard, at least visually. I don't know about the actual recoil. I feel like I'm getting carpal tunnel when I use this thing. But it is very fun to use and benefits from all upgrades in this game. Worst thing about it is this gun's smaller clip size compared to every other assault rifle. Also, this might not be relevant, but I personally think this is the best looking weapon in this game. At number 5, we have the M60. This weapon makes me so slow to me. I hate slow weapons. So it gets a low fun factor, but it is very good at killing things. So it gets a high score for that. It's just not something I enjoy using. I feel like I'm playing heavy in TF2 when I use this. Also, this and the grenade launcher are the only tier 3 weapons in this game for some reason. Next up is the combat shotgun. High damage and benefits from alternate ammunition for stuff like tanks. You could always count on this weapon, although the last shotgun, the tactical shotgun, is in my opinion better. The tactical shotgun is only slightly better because the view model is slightly smaller to me by default, and I feel like it has more range. The only bad thing about these two weapons is that ammo upgrades are really only useful in special infected like tanks or chargers. At number 2, we have the Deagle. This is by far the best secondary weapon in the game, and for some reason it has the power of a primary with infinite. This is the first must pick on this list. You have to be running the Deagle, but it, however, doesn't have the power as the other one in the first place spot. And since everybody can probably guess what number 1 is due to the technique teachers taught in school, did you know the map in this video is something I made in Hammer? Well, now you know. And the weapon I think is the best in Left 4 Dead 2 is the combat rifle. This weapon has great damage, great ammo and clip size, and is accurate enough to make it the most well-rounded weapon in the game. And that, in my opinion, makes it the best weapon in this game. And wow, you made it to the end of the video. Good job. This is probably the longest video I've ever made, I think. I haven't edited the video yet. Anyway, I gotta go work on the next video, so...
Bye-bye!
Throwing flashbang!